Guys, I'm going to show you how to defend yourself if there are two assailants and both armed with knives. My opinion is that chance of survival is very minimal. Even if you're very well trained, it's still very difficult. You can't predict anything. You don't know what they will do. And with knives, it's not like empty hand fighting where you can take a couple of blows and you're strong, and if you're tough, you can take blows and you can fight back. It's not going to happen with a knife. But give you an idea as to what you should do if you get into a situation like this. I hope you never do, but in the event it happens. I have two students here. Yeah. Now, first and foremost, if you're going to fight and survive with two assailants, two opponents, both wielding knives, you have to be highly trained. So you need to be a true martial artist. Otherwise, I don't think it's possible. Well, if you are, and there are two, then you are very aware. A martial artist is never switched off. A martial artist is always aware of his surroundings. He's always prepared, always in control, always watching, always sensing. The instinct is always at work. You're never, walking in the street completely dead to the world, listening to music, or lost in some thought where people can come and surprise you. Well, if that is going to happen, then the chance you're not going to survive at all. But if you're really well trained, then, which means you are a martial artist 24/7. Martial art is a way of life. Then there is a possibility that you will survive. So you would never allow people to come close to you on a lonely street. If it happens in a mall with hundreds of people around, there's nothing much you can do. If it happens in an elevator and then there are 10 people around and they stab you, I don't think you can survive unless it's a movie. It may be possible for great teachers, great masters are there who can probably get away even in that situation, but not at my level. Not possible at all. I don't think it's feasible. So this is just some ideas for you to work on. I mean, if at all that situation arises, and you are training and you follow the martial art way of life. It's how you eat, think, and breathe. Then possible. So here's the situation. So I'll try and demonstrate what you could do in a situation with two assailants. So I'm walking on a street, and there's these two people who are trying to approach me. The first thing I would do is, if two people are coming close, I would become wary, and I would stop, because I'd be able to read, if I'm well trained, their body language, their eyes. I'll be able to read their intent. So even if the knives are not visible, let's say you have hidden the knives, but you have to come close. If you're going to come close towards me, two people approaching from two directions, the first thing I would do is stop. Now, either I would run away if I can, because I wouldn't want to get into this situation, or if I have to stand and fight, then I'd be completely aware. Now, let us say opponent 1 attacks. So now I'm going to use Siri, which I spoke about, survive. If the first thing is quickly move the body, survive. He's also striking at the same time. Now again, they survive here, they survive here. So what I would do is, this survive, along with evade and response, I would survive this attack. So strike me, I would strike both, so survive. Now, unplanned, but I just did it. There was no plan for this. So that was my response. That was enforce both. I've got his knife out. Now at this situation, I would enforce and take the knife and get away. I wouldn't now wait for anything else. Now, the knife is dropped. He's not going to attack me after what I have done. So now it's escape, get away from the situation. So this is one of the options, one of the ways that I can show you. I'll show you another scenario. So there are two people. Let's say I'm walking in, and then I sense this. Now it's the same situation now, but now let's say he's thrusting into me. I would move out. He's coming in. I would reach first. This is the first thing that I would do. is to kick. And here's, anyway, whatever, slash. I would come away now, escape. It's very, very complicated. Whatever I'm showing you, believe me, I don't think it didn't work for me. But you all want to, everybody has this issue. But if you have the knowledge, it's possible, even if it's 1 in 100, you should give it your shot to survive. And that is all that I'm saying. I'm not sure if I can survive 2 knife attacks, and if they're very determined and their intent is to cause grievous damage. Not sure, but I would try. So once again, let us say same thing, straight thrust. Here's thrust. I'll probably walk to the side. Now, this is the first thing that I can see the opponent. Now somebody's close. I've got the knife out. Still watching. So the point here is that whilst I did the block and struck him, I'm aware of his body, but I'm watching the other opponent. So now I can guard. So many things. Let's say there are. So the most important thing for 2 direction is whatever attack, 1 attack. So 1, second attack. 2 is not to do this. It's always to defend 1 and move away from the second. Handle this situation, do your response, enforce, whatever, and handle that situation separately. Try never to handle 2 attacks at one time. That would be almost impossible. If you can thrust, yeah, and you attack, yeah, it's possible. Everything is possible. You can get him there and then finish the fight here and then get away. But I would not advise that. So the point here is that it's not about 2 directions or 3 directions. It's about understanding Siri, body ergonomics, understanding chi flow. That is the only way you can have a chance of survival. Otherwise, it's not advisable at all. Thank you.
Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. And do not forget to click on the bell icon so that you never miss any of the exciting videos from Chi is Key.